chop you. Just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to. It was bloom and addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids at a minute, drank Kool-Aid from a tube of a...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams in today's game have a variety of ways of getting it done on offense. Both are top 10 in total yards. It's the Lions going up against the Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. First and 10, Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
We get a look now at the offensive starting unit for the Detroit Lions, and one big target they have at tight end is Eric Ebron.
And they are ready for him to fulfill his promise, because he was drafted to be a game breaker. Big target, guy who could block at the line of scrimmage, but really get downfield and make plays against defenders, overmatch them. They haven't seen enough of that yet. They want to come to the front in 2016.
The first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's Keith Marshall. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Stafford on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a cut to the sideline. A big play there out of the running game. 30 yards.
All right, no humor in this one in terms of laughing at the defense. But if you're the face, sheet, every play you look at is glowing at you. It's almost a neon saying, call me, because you're getting big chunks of yardage no matter what you're dialing up. The balance is really, really good. Pass it for big yards, run it for big yards. Either way, he's got to like what he's doing.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. That is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, Brandon, that was a big play by the defense to keep him at the end zone on 3rd down. So there's an early decision to be made here, isn't there? I know that 3 is awfully tempting, but I'd pull on my big boy pants right now, and I'd go for it.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Here we go. Hey, kill.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Stafford now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Stephon Anthony acclimated quite quickly to the NFL. As soon as he joined the team, he became their leading tackler.
2nd down following the incompletion. And the tight end Ebron in motion. This is Marshall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
It's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's the Saints' new acquisition from the Rams, Nick Fairley, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what the
college coach right now, he always used to tell every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Breeze on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. But he
trusted
his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Off of play action, here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right, and he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And here's Marshall. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin as the Lions are in this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Craig Robertson in on the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll run with Marshall. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. And how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. On 4th down, Stafford. And it is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Breeze going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Hightower. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Kill! Ready!
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent game.
And he's got his man, that's Snead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead. his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are back within a score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Lions now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. Ebron with it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Stafford on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Robbie Anderson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because you're field, and that's how they move you to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And Cooks has it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Now Breeze on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Easy.
They run with a power back. Rawls. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Thomas Rawls as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Marshall. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 7 yards to go on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break. Stafford throwing left side. It's complete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. They give it to Rawls. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. On play action, it's Breeze. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he's brought down. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And quickly, they get to the line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. He's got it, and it's It's now a 21-16 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced
Stafford. Complete. To Marvin Jones. 11 yards for number 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 45 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So now it's 1st and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here's Stafford now under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A first-time Pro Bowler from a season ago, Anthony Barr. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. That is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Play clock winding down. They'll again try for 2, this time from the 7. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So So the two-point conversion, no good. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game, but instead it'll stay at one.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up two, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for two here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
Yeah, he had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener.
Ready.
Brees now on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to get a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go. Kill.
First down, this is Rawls. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
5-9. Hey, easy.
Now Brees throwing on. Now Brees lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They fake the give. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. DeAndre Levy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. On play action. Now Brees. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They come out here in the eye. On the keeper, it's Brees. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them up and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Breeze now, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
13. Wait, double waiting. Hey, easy, easy.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Breeze to throw on second down. Left side and caught by Flainer. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready. We're waiting.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And he's got Snead. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rate. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that
rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. that's going to hurt.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run for it. This is Abdullah. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that, so his second field game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Easy.
Play action. Breeze. He's got time. He sets to fire. And that's caught inside the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now they're in the hurry-up. Breeze to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready. Kill.
Now Breeze got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Getting getting set to go now. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead, barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Now they'll run it on the toss. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Now Breeze finding time. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. At the beginning of the year, they said we want to win 9 games. They just got that 9th win.